right, folks, and we are live. Welcome to Fools for Thought podcast. Cameron Palmer, Caleb Saffa.
Episode 2.
Episode dose. How you feeling, Cam?
Hot.
Yeah, it's hot in the motherfucker. Yeah.
That drive from North Carolina was no bitch, but it is what it is, though.
Well, it's Friday, Memorial Day weekend, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. This is part 2 of our series on Drake, Aubs.
I would say our Aubrey Diagnosis.
I like that. I think that's the name for it now.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, our little analysis of Drake and his career. We are on the second big project of his career, the first album, Thank Me Later. His debut project came out in 2010. Shit came out 11 years ago.
You know, bro.
Yeah, shit. That shit made me feel old as hell because I was thinking about it. I listened to the album obviously in preparation for the pod.
Samesies.
And I was listening to it and I was like, I had to the first time I listened to this album, I guess we can start with that. First time I listened to this album wasn't even really like the album. I couldn't find it. Yeah.
Okay.
When it first came out, I couldn't find it because it was too hard to find illegally. And I was a sophomore in high school. Niggas were broke. So I couldn't afford that shit. And my parents gave me an allowance and shit, but had to wait a little bit. So I wanted the album as soon as it came out. So I went on DatPiff and they had versions of the songs that Drake had recorded and had performed in concert before the album came out. They had a version of the Resistance that he had done in concert.
That's trash.
It was garbage.
That's so trash.
It was so garbage. It was a bunch of concert versions in 98 in Dallas. And it was a mixtape that somebody put together. It was called Heartbreak Drake.
I remember that actually.
Yeah.
Was it I'm trying to remember. Was the cover of him in a suit and was it in Paris or some shit like that? Yeah, I remember that.
And they had that, and they had a bunch of other unreleased songs. They had Fall for Your Type,
Fire.
You Know.
Fire.
It's so fire. And songs like that. But so that was my first. I didn't know I was listening to the album songs. That was the best, the closest I could get to it. When I finally got the album, it was on DatPiff. Shout out to DatPiff. Right before, and as soon as I downloaded, whoever found it, deleted it. Because niggas were lurking trying to
probably the admin
keep
or
shit
whoever.
from getting pirated.
Yeah.
So we listened to the album. I was obsessed with the album. The album was at that time, that was my first real teenage summer. Because my freshman year, I was still ugly. But I was still young and
this nigga's wild.
So yeah, my freshman year, I was still young and relatively sheltered. Shout out my parents for keeping me safe. But I don't know, that was the first summer where I was really socializing. So I hit a growth spurt the summer after my
I know, I don't like it.
the summer after my freshman year. So I went from 5'6" to 5'11".
I don't think you were that short when I first met you. Honestly.
Well, I was a little bit taller than that when you met me.
Yeah, you had to be
but
already
the start of my freshman year, I was 5'6".
Really?
Yeah. I grew some, but
you know how mad I'd be if I was 5'6" a freshman year and then shoot up to 6'3" sophomore year.
Yeah, it was trash. Not only that, I have stretch marks.
I remember you said your knees were fucking in terrible pain.
Awful, excruciating, actually.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that was real trash about that was my feet grew before my legs did. I got big feet because I'm tall. But I had I was wearing a size 15 and I was 5'7". Walk around like bozo. It was awful. It was awful. And niggas are relentless.
Absolutely.
Niggas noticed it immediately at gym. Immediately.
Boy.
Yeah, no. It was hell. But yeah. So anyways, to Thank Me Later. But yeah, that summer was the first summer I was really socializing. Got tall. I got contacts. Stopped wearing my thick glasses I had for my astigmatism. And I developed some social skills my sophomore year. So girls started talking to me. So the summer was pretty lit. We had a pool. We'd go to the pool. Girls would be there. It was nice.
I was like, is that really why girls started talking to it? Because it's like, what do women really like at this point? Do we really know? You see that hesitation? Niggas
but anyways, don't ask me. But so like I have a really fond memories of that album because like we would listen to the album on the way walking up to the pool. Like we didn't have a car. We were like 14, 15.
Leg muscle was in great shape.
Yeah, better shape than I am now. Yeah. But yeah, I have really fond memories of that album. I actually feel like I rate this album, and I feel more favorably about this album than a lot of people do.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. What about you? What's your experience with it when it first came
out? Like you said, the first podcast, it was probably his weirdest album out of all of them.
Yeah.
And the first memory that comes to mind is prom. I remember me and some other people went to prom together.
Mm-hmm.
And we were listening to this the whole way there because I was driving. It's my car, and he can tell me what the fuck I'm finna play. So we listened to this on the way there. Uh-huh. And that's the first thing that comes to mind. And the second thing, this girl I was seeing after prom, I played a lot of this at the same time. That's the only thing that comes to mind, off of my head.
All right.
Yeah, I think, was this? I was a sophomore when this came out, I think.
Yeah. No, you were a junior. I was a sophomore.
I was a junior?
Yeah.
I was. Ugh.
Yeah.
Trash times.
I remember being in Pat's class.
That fucking nigga.
Shout out to hey, bro.
That fucking nigga, bro.
I ain't had no beef with Pat. Shout out to Pat. So Mr. Patterson's class. And he would let us be on the computers and we would use the little proxy sites. Shout out to whatever proxy site it was.
Yeah.
And I would listen. I remember the first time I listened to the album all the way through, it was when for a short little bit of time somebody put it up on YouTube.
Good old days.
I listened to it in school. And they had it, and they placed it in different videos, but they had made like a playlist. Mm-hmm. So it ran straight through. And so this one day I got to listen to it. And I remember listening to like The Resistance and like actually hearing like the like master version of the song. And I was like, hey, bro, like, and back then Drake could do no wrong. That will not continue to be a theme for me. It will be for you.
Not it, bitch. Bitch, ain't no way. Lies, absolute lies.
I'm playing. You have a more favorable opinion of Drake, Drake's later years than I do. But I mean, we both agree that.
Bro, as soon as we get to Take Care, I'm gonna say some salacious shit.
Yeah. Nigga, I can't wait to Take Care pod because we're gonna have to. You got some splaining to do, my nigga. Like
that's fine.
I'm still, nigga. We've been friends for what? 13 years now.
Yeah, a decade and some change.
How I like this never came across in conversation. Of course, when Take Care came out,
I was in college then.
Yeah, that was your freshman year of college. So like we didn't really have as much like we couldn't talk about the way we talked about like Take Care and like So Far Gone and all that. But like how that escaped my grasp is beyond me. But I'm glad that we have the chance to talk about it in depth now. Just wait, So y'all stay tuned for that Take Care pod.
Oh, make so many niggas upset about that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna make me upset.
What's your favorite shit on? What's your favorite track on this?
On this album, okay, yeah. So we can go ahead and start getting into that. So first off, favorite song, and best song.
Oh, okay, favorite and best.
Yeah.
You can go first.
So I know my favorite song. It hasn't changed basically since it came out. Favorite song is Find Your Love for me. I'm a sappy ass nigga. What can I say?
Not even that. It's more of like, damn, old popular ass nigga. Is your favorite actor Will Smith too? God, fuck you.
But, I mean, I know it's like the big single from the album, but like I have. Not only is that song just fucking brilliant.
It is a good song though.
Amazing song. Not only that, but I have some very fond personal memories of that.
Understandable.
Well, they're fond now. They weren't then. The nigga was in his feelings. That song hit my MP3 like crack hit the streets in the 80s, bro. Like
Franklin,
nigga ravaged my teenage soul, bro. I was in my feelings listening to that song almost constant. But yeah, that's probably my favorite song. Like, but it's close. I'd probably say my top 3 favorite song. So favorite song is Find Your Love, and then probably I don't know.
All right. Well, my favorite song, Fancy, because of the memories it brings me back to.
I feel it.
And the best song on here, maybe Show Me Oh, that's tough.
We got to talk about Show Me a Good Time in a second. We got to talk about that song.
It's a three-way tie between Show Me a Good Time, Shut It Down, and Light Up.
Love all three of them songs.
Yeah, three-way tie.
I'm gonna say the best song for me. See, I'm an arrogant ass nigga, and I always think that the best song. I don't always think, but I tend to think the best song is also my favorite song. No, it's also my favorite song because I have a very high opinion of my music taste.
I mean, as do I. So go ahead.
Kind of a musical asshole, if you will.
That's fine.
But anyways, in this case, I would probably say I think the best song for me is probably The Resistance, like pound for pound.
No, I'm listening. I'm just trying to how the fuck does The Resistance go?
It's just, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard with this album. I'm listening to it. Yeah. The beginning of that song is so hard. It's so hard. I'll probably say it's Resistance. I genuinely do think Find Your Love is one of the best songs on that album. Best. I would say also, just from a lyrical standpoint, Light Up.
Light Up is tough. Light Up is tough.
Light Up is a good song. I forgot about Light Up. And when I was listening to it, I was like, oh yeah.
I forgot about it too, but then I was scrolling on Instagram and I read some nigga's fucking Instagram, his little caption or whatever, and it was like a quote from Light Up. I'm just like, you whole ass nigga. We don't put Drake quotes on our shit no more, do we? Is that what we doing still?
People do captions still, but not for shit from
2010. Yeah, not from 2010 though.
But all right. So next up, what do you think is the most underrated song?
Most underrated. Yeah. You could thank me now. No, I don't know. I do like that one though. Show Me a Good Time.
Show Me a Good Time.
Yeah, most underrated. Yeah, because you don't hear people talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this, because a little while ago, it's probably like maybe the end of last year, maybe at the beginning of this year. Show Me a Good Time became a topic of conversation. No, it became a topic of conversation. So when he released Scary Hours 2, and he has that line in Wants and Needs where he's talking about Kanye. So people started revisiting the Kanye Drake beef. And then they were like, there's a group of people, because I don't know if you ever heard this interview that Jay-Z and Kanye gave. And Kanye was basically talking about how
Watch the Throne time period?
Yeah. Okay. They were talking about how they basically made Watch the Throne because they were scared of this nigga's potential. Yeah. And they were like, we gotta grab the throne back because this nigga just snaps the shit from under our feet, basically.
I remember that because I remember during Otis, they said something about taking the summer back, and obviously from that nigga. So,
and that wasn't exactly what they said, like this nigga snatched up, but it was like basically like they were being nice about, like they were being like friendly about it, but like it's like the niggas kind of felt like this nigga felt threatened by it. And like how quickly he has sent it, because like just the fact that he has Jay-Z on his debut album, so the fact that Light Up feature in and of itself, like it's like a respect and probably like a healthy feat.
Yeah,
like a.
It reminds me of you remember when fucking Jaden Smith popped off with what was his album called?
Which one? Sire?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Just an Icon Living. That one. Yeah. And he started getting all these accolades and shit. And his friends who were big rap dudes started seeing him as that was his peers. Peers now.
And even like an adversary.
Yeah. And then they weren't as buddy as they used to be, because it's like, oh, this nigga's getting plaques and awards and recognition for this shit. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I mean, probably I feel like even on a bigger scale, because even if you just think about it, Drake's second single, his first real one, went number 2 on Billboard. This nigga's fucking forever. And just like all the Drake was right before this album came up, this nigga was everywhere. No, I remember Forever came out, Money to Blow, that We Are Young Money tape.
That shit.
Nigga was the best. Nigga had the best verse on everything he touched.
Was the Young Money album out then?
Yeah. The We Are Young Money. I think it came out. It came out before Thank Me Later came out. I might need to fact.
No,
check
I think that's right. No, I think that's right.
We need a fact check nigga like Tony Reality here to make
Noah,
sure.
come sit right here. Noah, come sit right here, bro.
Yeah, nigga, we'll pay you in Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Oh.
Nigga, I don't have money. I have money, but
no, I'm talking about him. That's what he wants to get
we
paid.
need to edit that shit out. I just know I'm not trying to be a coon. I just know no one likes Popeye's chicken sandwiches. But anyways.
Hi, if you're not joining us, we had to edit some stuff out.
Need that little beep.
You're right. I don't know how to do that.
But the whole thing with Drake, especially when this album came out, like there's a whole lot of hype to it.
I think it was too feature heavy for me looking back at it.
Yeah, the features were super inconsistent too, which we'll get into. So I asked you the most underrated song for you.
Show Me a Good Time.
He says Show Me a Good Time. Which, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents and shit. The whole reason I brought up that that whole Kanye and Jay-Z thing is because there were people who were saying, because Kanye produced he helped produce Show Me a Good Time. He also produced Find Your Love.
I thought, well, okay. I didn't know he had that big a hand in the
album. I think he had he was like a pretty major producing part of it. Let me fact check to make sure. Let me go to Show Me a Good Time.
Let's see, producer 40.
Him, No ID, and 40.
That's a solid ass fucking group right there.
Yeah, that is
that's a solid group.
But there was a subset of people on Twitter talking about how like Show Me a Good Time is like the worst beat they've ever heard, which is hilarious because I don't think that beat's that bad. Okay, it's like the horns part is weird, but like the piano part that's like the horns that started and come in on the hook.
I can see how
that's really weird.
Yeah, I can see how that.
But like the piano part is fucking beautiful. Like, and I really like the drums are real nice in that song.
Like it sounds like they just put a bunch of shit together.
Yeah, and it works.
And it doesn't like mix well.
And there are a lot, and that's the thing, because there are a lot of songs that are like that on this album. Like Over, the production for that song, and Over is a great song. The production for that song is weird. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah,
and the hook is weird.
I was never a huge fan.
There's a lot of part. I love Over though. So
maybe just because of that, it was when that LeBron movie came out.
Yeah.
I'm not. Anyways,
shout out Bron.
I wasn't a huge fan of the video. I wasn't a huge fan of I'm cool on that.
Of LeBron, you can say it, nigga. It's okay.
No, so the thing is, I respect the hell out of King Jamez, as my friend Rashawn calls him. I respect the hell out of King Jamez, but just some of the shit I can't co-sign.
I feel it. I mean, he's still, that's my favorite basketball player of all time. That's really my favorite athlete of all time.
Oh, are you sure? What your fucking background of him? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, we out here, nigga. Certified. Shout out to Brian. But anyways, but that nigga be flopping. And he be hella dramatic. Like the game yesterday, he was being hella dramatic. And he gets on my nerves sometimes. But like, he don't have to be perfect. He's still my favorite player of all time.
I can respect that.
But anyways, yeah. So the reason I brought up the whole thing, damn, we're gonna have to edit this because you can get distracted. The whole reason I brought up the whole Kanye and Jay-Z thing is because people were saying that like they think Kanye was like basically running like sabotage.
I mean, that's not the first time I heard that because of the whole Best I Ever Had video. So
yeah, like they were saying that like secretly this nigga Kanye and like Jay-Z were trying to sabotage Drake the whole time and kind of like throw a wedge in his ascent, which is hilarious because I really think Drake bodied that beat. I mean, and so if Kanye did try to sabotage him, I know this nigga was like, bro, I can't am I supposed to do this? Because that song was like a hit. Like that song was like, I heard that song like, I don't even think it was a single. Oh, I think it was like the last single. But like,
I don't even think so because I never heard it on the radio.
Let me check. I did hear that song. That song came out like was on the song got played on the radio.
I saw it.
Yeah, it wasn't a single.
Yeah,
but I remember them playing it on the radio. Like they played a lot of songs on this album on the radio.
The singles were Over, Find Your Love, Miss Me, and Fancy. Ooh, I do love Miss Me.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're gonna talk about Miss Me in a second.
Ooh, yeah.
But that's why I just find it funny because like people talking about him, like basically Kanye trying to run interference and they could turn into a hit anyway. Like, because I love Show Me a Good Time. I've always loved that song.
That's a great song.
But my most underrated song is Thank Me Now. Which is funny because you said you thought about it.
It's a good song.
It's a really solid song. He got some bars on that song. And I feel like because of the last song, people kind of just, especially Find Your Love, that's like the lead single from the album.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I feel like a lot of people are just like, all right, that's cool. And they just turn it on. Especially because like Thank Me Later is like a rappity rap song.
Right. As soon as Find Your Love
Comes nice.
Yeah, for real. As soon as you get it, you can think, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Turn that thing off. All right.
But yeah, I think that's one of the best songs on the album, honestly. Like from a pure quality standpoint.
Apparently Timbaland produced it.
Yeah. I can hear that.
Oh, so I guess Kanye West produced Find Your Love?
Yeah, I'm saying Kanye was a big part production-wise in this album.
What else did he produce on here?
Or a bigger part than I.
Oh, I guess that's the only one he produced on here.
Well, he helped produce he partly produced that and then Show Me a Good Time.
I know Kanye was like, come to the streets with Drake. That nigga couldn't win for losing.
But what else was I about to say? So do you have an overrated song? I didn't for So Far Gone. I do for this one.
An overrated song? Yeah. Shit, goddamn.
Well, okay, either overrated or least favorite. Whichever one you prefer. Because I definitely have a least favorite.
Probably either Fireworks or Karaoke.
Nigga, really?
Yeah.
First off, I love Karaoke. I absolutely love that song. I'll get into some of
Actually, I was listening to it earlier. I was like, this is
that song
tough.
Is hard.
Yeah, this is kind of tough.
It's not a perfect song.
It might be Fireworks.
Fireworks. I like Fireworks too.
Yeah. Hit or miss.
I don't love the Alicia Keys feature, honestly.
That's probably what it is for me. That's honestly, because I was thinking about it. I was like, I can't hear her voice right now. I'm cool on it.
But like, because
and I
that's
love
probably
Alicia Keys.
I fucking love Alicia Keys. Niggas were over here trying to slander her on Twitter.
I saw that. I'm just like, huh?
There are talented light-skinned people. Colorism is rampant in our community, and that's something that needs to be talked about.
Saying that.
It's a legitimate issue in the community. Alicia Keys is not a beneficiary of colorism. She's the beneficiary of talent. Stop it.
Niggas was saying that?
Niggas were saying that she only got on because she's light-skinned.
Huh? Bruh, she is...
Niggas were saying that the person who released Songs in A Minor as their debut album was the beneficiary of colorism and not talent.
Bro, I was thinking about this the other day because I thought I saw it on Twitter, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. There's at least probably 5 Alicia Keys songs right now that genuinely mean something to me. Ain't no way it was just,
bro.
Yeah, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. I'm sorry.
Y'all talking about the girl who wrote Diary, bro? The girl who wrote You Don't Know My Name? Are you serious?
Oh, that's
are you niggas serious?
That's one of them right there. What's that other fucking song that Like You Never See Me Again?
Bro,
love
that
it.
song's fucking great.
Love it. Unthinkable, love it.
But yeah, that's what I was about to bring up because I'm pretty sure Fireworks came out of the session because Drake wrote Unthinkable. Yeah, him and Alicia Keys wrote that song together. You can hear it in the background. I remember You Can Say Right Now, like that's the guy singing it in the background. That's Drake.
I remember the vocals, and I remember there being a remix of him being on there.
Yeah. They co-wrote that song.
Damn, niggas
either co-wrote or Drake just straight up wrote it. I can't remember which.
Damn, niggas really hating on Alicia Keys. I thought I'd never see the day. That's crazy.
You know how Twitter is.
Everybody's
time comes.
I guess, but that's like
of all the people. That's the thing. There's so many light-skinned people in the industry who are genuinely just the beneficiaries of their skin tone.
Cassie.
The whole part is getting shot.
Hi, if you're reading us now.
We finna be working editing this shit.
If you're reading us now, we just edited some stuff.
But
we don't want to get in trouble.
We need that little music. I can't even think about
it. Yeah, I know.
We need to put that shit.
I don't know how to do it.
We're gonna figure out how. But anyway,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Cut the commercial. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit.
It's so funny. But anyways, I can't remember what I thought. Oh yeah, you're talking about
Alicia.
Fireworks. Yeah,
Fireworks.
Fireworks. I like Fireworks. I don't love that feature. But Karaoke I love. I would probably say that Karaoke, I think it might be the most underrated song on the album after Thank Me Now. My issue with Karaoke is an issue that is on a lot of the songs in these albums.
Mm-hmm.
The singing part is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
The rap part, he really could have just edited it out. He could have just. And there are like 4 or 5 songs on this album. That's actually one of the key things. That probably is the key thing on this album, as far as like the stuff that didn't work on the album.
Niggas heard.
We'll get to that.
As soon as niggas heard them alarms on Missy, all right, that's enough. All right, good right there, bro.
But I wouldn't say overrated. My least favorite song is Up All Night.
I love Up All Night.
I like Up All Night.
I love Up All Night.
But I find myself only really listening to it when I'm listening to the album as a whole.
Okay, that's fair.
Like if I'm picking songs to run on the album, like picking like my favorites, like I run Karaoke, I run CeCe's Interlude, run Shut It Down, Find Your Love. I probably am not gonna listen to Up All Night. So off the air. But so anyway, so thesis song, because I asked you this the last time. If you had to pick one song to show somebody, I definitely know. This one is probably the easiest one of all his albums for me. If I had to pick, like, you have to pick a song, it's like somebody's like, show me what this album is with one song.
Shut It Down or Light Up.
This is super for me, Miss Me.
Was there maybe Fancy?
For me, it's Miss Me. If I want to show somebody what Drake, like what his musical style was on this album,
because you get the whole package.
Be Miss Me, and then also like the Wayne feature as well. With Wayne being like Wayne,
that's nasty.
Wayne becomes more of a background character later on in his career, but like you had to have that Wayne feature on the debut album. So
Wayne as a background character, what a time!
Yeah,
what a fucking time, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He woke his coon ass up on that Sea and Green feature because he bodied that shit.
You know what's crazy? I still haven't heard that shit to this day. Him
and Drake were both. It sounded kind of like they were going at each other from like you know how you always want to beat your like a big brother. Like it sounded like they're still going at each other. Like
good sparring.
Because like that. Like the way that like
is it like the BB King freestyle?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Bro, Wayne, I was so surprised at how hard his bars were on that song. And then Drake did what he had to do on that song too. It's a good song. It's a good song.
I'll give her a listen.
But yeah, I would say Miss Me is the thesis song. So where does the album rank in his discography?
Maybe last.
Last?
Maybe.
You say? So yeah, I have it flushed out. I have it at number. So for his discography, I have 8 albums that I consider like albums.
So you're not tracking.
So yeah, I don't count Dark Lane demo tapes.
Okay, I'll say you're not counting the mixtapes and shit.
So I still count it. So he calls If You're Reading This a mixtape. That's just an album. Fuck out of here.
It dropped like a mixtape. I saw it on all the mixtape websites.
I listened to that shit on Spotify when it came out. Dark Lane demo tapes came out on Spotify, but just because more of like the length of it and like the rollout.
There was no rollout. He just came out with the shit. Well,
I mean, not so much the rollout as much as like the
hype.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
That's fair because he was going on tour just off of that.
Yeah, like he's not going on. I mean, maybe he would have if it hadn't been for COVID.
Yeah, of course.
But I just feel like, Dark Lane demo tapes, which is a really good tape. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. But I feel like Dark Lane demo tapes is more of just like it's more of a mixtape to me in the sense that it's more of like an assortment of songs. I feel like If You're Reading This has a more cohesive sound, which is why I consider it more of an album.
Dark Lane does sound like a bunch of loosies too.
Yeah, like it sounds like a bunch of good loosies that he released that don't have any sonic connection to each other.
Yeah.
If You're Reading This has like a sound.
I remember it was on somebody's Instagram Live, I think just the OVO Sound Instagram Live. Nigga damn near played the whole fucking tape off of before it came out on the Instagram Live. So it's kind of like he kind of didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you're reading this too late,
it's just here, niggas, before.
Yeah, basically.
Thanks for my real shit come out. Here.
Here, niggas, I don't want this shit no more.
Yeah, which I feel like, because he basically said if you're reading this, it's like to hold him over until Views comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I want you and Noah on here. The second we get to views, I need all
oh,
that.
trust me, that will be an at-length discussion. We might have to do 2 pods for that one.
That's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, as far as this, so I consider his big projects, So Far Gone, Thank Me Later, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, If You're Reading This, Views, More Life, and then Scorpion. So fair. Those 8, I have this at 6. Like I said, I have a more favorable opinion of this album than a lot of people do, I think, which is probably has more to do with like nostalgia than it does with the actual like quality of the album. I have it like behind If You're Reading This. I kind of went back and forth when I was listening to the album. I looked at If You're Reading This track list. I was like, is this better to me from like a personal standpoint? But nah, If You're Reading This is more consistent. From like a quality standpoint. Like this album has real like ups and downs.
I feel like a lot of the Thank Me Later is forgettable, which is
that's the thing. Like it has its standout songs. And it has songs that like I'm only gonna listen to them if I'm listening to the album all the way.
Like if I was driving right now and if somehow like some Thank Me Later shit came on, I'm probably gonna listen to the 3 songs off of it. That's just me.
See, I like I said, I have a more favorable opinion, but I feel that. I feel like this album, especially, I feel like with this, especially considering the success that So Far Gone had, and all the success that Drake was having, like from a commercial standpoint, I think that this album there was a lot of like time put into let's get these hits out.
Basically, or let's see who we can get featured on here.
I feel like he was hitting. Feel like he was swinging a lot for home runs.
Yeah.
And when you swing a lot for home runs, you can get some strikeouts too. Not to say like these. I don't really think there are any bad songs. Yeah. I will say that.
Oh, absolutely. Any of these features, if any other artists got these songs or any of these features, that's their career.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like
just off of that.
That's not like I'm not to say like that they're bad songs. Like a song comes on, like just because I think that like Up All Night isn't like the highest quality Drake song. If it comes on, I'm not feeling like ew. Like, ew. Like let me switch this. Like if Pop Style comes on, turn this shit the fuck off.
Yeah, especially if it's just the version with him.
Yeah, get the fuck on.
Yeah, get that shit out of here, bro.
There aren't any songs like that on this album, but I do feel like there were some songs that really didn't work. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the stuff that I feel like it'd be easier to talk about stuff that did work, because this is a good album. I do
that didn't work.
Yeah, some stuff that didn't work on the time.
Shit. Let me think.
So like, why is this album decline in quality from So Far
Gone? Like I said, man, I feel like he, like you said, like we both said, I feel like he was trying really, really, really hard. And he even said that, like, look, I can get this person on a record. I can get this person on a record. And it's just like, I feel like it was more of like a label type record.
That's exactly what I think. I feel like the label had a lot of hands in this. Like, I feel, even like you said, he got a lot of heavy hitters on the album, like Alicia Keys,
Jay-Z,
Legend,
Young Jeezy, T.I., who else? Mary J. Blige. Who else am missing? Yeah, a lot of people on here, and so it's just like,
I mean, even Nicki Minaj, like Nicki Minaj already started that point.
Like,
yeah. So, and I feel like there are a lot of different people sounds. There are a lot of like some of the features just don't like. T.I. on Fancy is so, and I love Fancy. Like I like that song. T.I.'s feature is just so random. Like,
no, I skipped right past that shit. I skipped right past that shit.
Like, who is this for?
Yeah. I skipped right past that shit. I'm good on that, man.
But yeah, so like, I think that is part of it.
T.I. wear his hat like this. That shit bothers me.
Wearing that prison hat like this.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
No, let's talk. I don't care, bro. Him and Toddy down bad. But
they're going to jail.
Them niggas are going to prison. No, they're not going to jail. They're going to the penitentiary.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, they're rich, so they might. Well, shit. I don't know.
You're right. One thing America loves is letting rich people skirt by consequences.
Here's what it is, though.
But anywho, yeah, I think there's a lot of inconsistent sound as far as like the features. I also think that Drake, while I think that Drake had a mixtape that was critically acclaimed. Making a mixtape and making a debut album are two different things.
Absolutely.
And I feel like as far as the process of that, I feel like he still hadn't found his groove yet, to say, like his niche. I feel like he felt like on a lot of these songs, like the singing parts of this album, in my opinion, are way better than the rapping parts.
That's fair.
And I feel like some of the songs just did not need a rap verse. I feel like some of the songs he felt like he had to have a rap verse on it. Like I have to do like I'm a singer and a rapper.
What's the most rappity rap song on here?
The most rappity rap?
Is it Light Up?
It's Light Up, yeah.
I would rather listen to Shut It Down than Light Up, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's like
that's just me.
I agree with that. But even Shut It Down has like that slow ass verse in the middle. The shooting stars around it. That song didn't need that. It didn't need that at all. At all. I'm cool. It actually stops the momentum of the song in its tracks, and it starts back when the dreams start doing that. You shut it.
Yeah, I'm cool with just hearing him sing, and I'm cool with hearing the dream.
Dream go back and forth, and then the lay it down part at the end is fucking amazing.
You know what's crazy about that song?
What?
Dream asked Drake. So a lot of people ask why they never work together again, because Shut It Down is a great song.
Yeah.
Apparently, Dream reached out, and he said he only asked once, and Drake never got back to him. So that's why they never worked together again. I'm like, God damn, bro. Two of my favorite.
Shut It Down is fucking great.
Two of my favorite artists don't want to work together. Ain't that a bitch?
That song is incredible. But yeah, like the verse on Karaoke. Didn't need it.
I'm cool on it.
Well, let's go through it actually. So Fireworks is a rappy rap song with a singing hook. Bullshit. Karaoke is a singing song with a rap verse. Don't need it. The Resistance, I'm not changing anything about The Resistance. Not changing anything about Over. Show Me a Good Time. That's a rappy rap song with a singing hook.
Up All Night, rappity rap.
Yeah, Up All Night, rappy rap. Like, shut it. The singing songs all have rap verses on them. Like, except for Find Your Love, which is the best singing song in my opinion, because of the absence of that. Like these rap verses for the sake of a rap verse.
I think it was like what we said before about how way back when you used to have to get a rappy rap song on the radio, you had to have some singing shit too. So I feel like it was a big label push to like, nigga, we need you to do both. You want all this shit on the radio.
Yeah, I feel that. Since so especially with Take Care, you see there are a couple songs in that album that are like doing it wrong. Can you imagine if he had like put a rap verse trying to slide a rap verse?
Turn this shit off.
That should have been awful.
Turn this shit off right now.
Oh man. So I think he kind of
that was a great example too. By the way, he turned that shit the fuck off.
Like I'm a singer and a rapper. I don't have to do them both on a song. Like I can just.
But he was just starting out, so maybe that's what he thought.
Yeah, I genuinely think that was part of what gripped this album, and I feel like it's kind of maybe what kind of held the album back a little bit. I also, when I think about it, I was thinking about some of the Lucy's, as I like to call them, some of the songs that didn't make the album.
Why didn't make the album?
So for instance, like you know.
I didn't make the album?
No, didn't make the album.
No, I mean, I'm just like, I didn't know that he was considering putting.
Well, that song came. I don't know if it was considered putting out, but that song came out around the same time.
I think any of his mixtape shit.
Or like 9 AM in Dallas.
And that wasn't on the album, was it?
Like it's on the album. Like if you bought the deluxe version, it's a bonus track. That song is better than like a good bit of the songs in this album.
You buy the deluxe version, just give me that shit.
Yeah, like
buy the deluxe version.
And I'm also say we're not gonna do this now because in the interest of time. One thing we're gonna do before this is over with is we're both gonna make our own Drake album.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll take all the songs, Lucy's or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is.
I can play 3
make your best 13 track album.
13? Damn, that's long. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard.
Of your best Drake song. Yeah, I mean, it probably would be hard as hell. Yeah, but like, I argue you could take, I mean, we've kind of seen it with Care Package, but you could take his Lucy's and make a better album than.
I would say, there's 3 off the top of my head. I know both of us in here be dancing up a storm.
Yeah, and some of the stuff that didn't even make Care Package, like Sweeter Man, like,
yeah. Fire! Hold on. Fire. Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Signs. What else?
Signs is great.
What else is
even for like his version of Fall for Your Type.
Fire.
On Care Package. Yeah.
What else was a good Lucy? nothing comes to mind right now. But that was gonna be one. Sweeter Man for sure. I love that fucking song. Signs.
Signs is great.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't count it as a Lucy yet, but have you heard that shit with him and Roddy Ricch?
No, I haven't.
Woo!
Oh, it's lit.
Woo!
I have to find that.
Woo! 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 Well, I'll play it later. Woo! Yeah, that shit. Woo. Damn, you haven't heard that?
Nah, not.
Oh,
I might have a while ago. It depends on how long it came out. I might have heard like a snippet or something.
It's like one of those where it might have been saved for Certified Lover Boy, but niggas don't really know.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. But yeah, I feel like that is the main thing that kind of holds the album back from from just like a quality standpoint. Some of the verses, like all the worst verses, I feel like are on like songs that like didn't even need to have like a rap verse. Because like, why does he need to rap on karaoke? Like,
to show us he can rap still.
Like,
I don't know.
Especially, why do you feel the need to rap on Shut It Down? That didn't need that at all. That song is like 7 minutes long. It doesn't need a minute-long rap verse.
But like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Whatsoever.
I didn't A&R the shit.
Yeah, but I mean, again, first album. I mean, this album really just shows potential more than anything.
I mean, yeah, I think it was just more of like, hey, I'm the new kid. I can get whoever on a song if I need to.
Yeah.
And this is my shit.
It's really just the album. Honestly, I mean, it's a flex, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
just the fact that he like put all that together on his debut album, like a bunch of songs. Like I said, I heard "Show Me a Good Time" on the radio. Fancy couldn't escape. Fancy couldn't escape. Miss Me couldn't escape. Over.
You couldn't escape Over. I know that for a fact.
Over was Over and Find Your Love were everywhere.
Yeah, they were.
By the way, Find Your Love, one of my favorite. I don't care. One of my favorite music videos ever.
You know what's crazy? Him and what's homeboy who played the bad guy? Not Vibes Cartel, is it?
Mavado. Elephant Man.
Was it?
Was it Elephant Man?
It's one of them Jamaican niggas.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, them niggas aren't cool anymore.
Well,
thought it was Mavado.
It might have been. I don't know. It was one of them. Yeah, like you said, one of them Jamaican.
Yeah,
niggas.
one of them Jamaican niggas. Please, Jamaican niggas, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with y'all, bro.
Let me look at the music video.
Yeah, I thought it was Mavado.
Yeah, it was Mavado.
Hey, 10 points.
But yeah, I don't care. That music video kind of doesn't make any sense
at all. At all. What the fuck?
But it's still fine. I don't care.
What the fuck is what's that? What was his girl's name? Malaya.
Malaya, yeah.
What the fuck? So like, I'm just thinking about the video.
Mm-hmm.
So she was fucking Drake and fucking Mavado.
Mavado, yeah.
And she set the nigga up.
Yeah, basically. It kind of doesn't like. And he's supposed to leave. He has somebody helping him escape the country, but instead he chooses to like go try to find her. And then Mavado and his people kidnap him, and he gets like, it's implied he gets killed at the music. Then it doesn't make any sense, but it goes well with the song. It fits well with the song, and it's visually appealing, and I don't care. I like that shit. I used to watch it. Me and Noah used to watch this shit all the time. We'd come home from school, and we'd go on Music Choice and cue up that motherfucking Find Your Love music video.
I'm proud of you for saying that.
And watch it like 3 times.
I would say in a room with other men, but I just said
Drake had niggas in a chokehold in high school. It's me.
That's fair.
It's
me. I'm niggas. It's fine. It's fine, man. Shit.
That would not continue to be the case.
Yeah, no,
for
absolutely.
me at least. But yeah, I'm gonna keep. Hey,
keep
bro.
that up, okay. Just gonna keep that up. All right, got it. Got it, coach.
But yeah, I mean, and you got any? But yeah, like I said, I feel like the label had a lot to do with the direction this album took. Even like you see like other artists, like Schoolboy Q has openly said, like he's talking about like some songs like that shit was not going to be on my album. The label made me put it on my album. I feel like, and Q is a really, really candid. I feel like there are a lot of artists that happens to and they don't talk about it, but like.
So I feel like Schoolboy Q is like the rap version of Marshawn Lynch to an extent.
100%. That's super accurate. That's super fucking accurate.
I love Marshawn Lynch.
I love Marshawn Lynch and I love Schoolboy. But yeah, in spite of that, it's a good album. It's not my favorite, but I do find myself revisiting it a lot more like I feel like it's an album that's greater than some of its parts.
Yeah.
And then the nostalgia doesn't helps as well, because like, I mean, that was a real formative part of my life. Like, that came out my sophomore year. Caldwell, shout out to Caldwell.
I didn't have him.
Yeah. Shout out to Sasquatch, my favorite teacher in high school.
I had
but Caldwell will always talk about like sophomore, and he was always talk about the breakdown of the word, like in Greek, and it's like the root of like soft, which is like wisdom and like intellect, and then more like the base of moron. And basically it's like he's like basically told us in a nutshell, your sophomore year is the year where you decide if you're going to be wise, you can be an idiot. And that my sophomore year of high school and college, as far as my personality and my development, probably the most important years of both of high school and of college. Sophomore year is when I really became me. That's when I really stopped being like a kid. You know, kids really just have like a factory setting personality, except for like the really interesting kids. Most kids don't really, most kids really don't have personalities.
Honestly. Factory reset.
Like,
let's go ahead and flip that. It's overheating.
Yeah, but like, that's when I really like the person who I am, like my tastes, my tendencies, even like my vices, like virtues, all that stuff. I really started developing myself as a person, like in my own like distinctive personality. My sophomore year, year of college.
Were you getting hoes in sophomore year?
Yeah, I mean sophomore year is when we met. Your sophomore year.
Yeah, girls were taking notice sophomore year, so
that's when girls started. I mean, I wouldn't even say that's when girls started taking notice. That's when I started giving girls a reason to take notice.
Flex.
I put it that way. That's when I developed. I learned enough. I earned enough.
Talk that shit. Flex. I feel it. Talk that.
I had earned enough coins to buy some development traits, some character development traits.
You had enough V-Bucks?
Because no, like for real, like some V coins to buy some personality.
I feel it.
And of course, like with the real formative years, all the music that you're listening to around that time, have a real special place in your heart too. So like at that time, it was, still so far gone. Thank Me Later, Friday Night Lights, and More About Nothing.
I was gonna say, you had to that More About Nothing.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna throw it in because it came out 2009, I believe, but I was Blueprint 3. That's why I have I have a nostalgic feel for Blueprint 3. So even though niggas will like talk shit about Blueprint 3, and the album is not it's not the best of Jay-Z's career, obviously, but I have a personal connection to Blueprint 3. I love the album. I don't care.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Cushion Orange Juice.
A Cushion Orange Juice too, of course. Yeah, and I mean, and then Man on the Moon, like, there's a lot of good shit coming out.
A lot of good shit happened.
A lot of good
shit. Who else is missing? I think Finally Famous 3 came out around that time. So.
I think it was 2011 is when Finally Famous 3 came out, which was y'all's
senior.
Yeah.
Mine the finally. Well, that's whenever.
It might have been Volume 2 that came. I think Volume 2 came out.
That's whenever Big Sean got on my radar was around that time.
Yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, so out of 10, what you give Thank Me Later?
About an 8.
8. I will give it. I have to scale it.
Actually, that might be a little too high. I give
it like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because even with like albums that I love, I have a very like, I feel like I have a strict like grading curve when it comes to albums. Like my favorite albums, I still don't even give like my favorite albums like 100.
That's a goddamn lie.
No, like for real, like they might be 100 in my heart, but like no album is perfect.
So you're not gonna give To Pimp a Butterfly 100?
I'm not gonna give To Pimp a Butterfly 100. I won't give To Pimp a Butterfly 100. I won't give. I might give Blonde 100.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
But like even like To Pimp a Butterfly, I absolutely love To Pimp a Butterfly, but that album is not perfect.
So you're not gonna give my Dark Twisted
He could have kept like the version that made the album with the concert shit and that Hotepi ass NEGUS. He could have kept that. I'm sorry, Kendrick. I didn't need it. My beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy might be 100.
That's two. Conscious 4K.
Yeah. I retract my previous statement. But it's
I knew he was gonna say Blonde. I knew it.
Blonde is perfect. I don't care. That album is an absolute masterpiece.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore because this will become the Thank Me Later / Blonde podcast.
I was thinking about because we were talking about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and I remember reading that fucking Complex magazine. I just remember how like there was a little excerpt in there about RZA when whatever fucking that song is fucking so ridiculous.
So appalled?
Yeah, so appalled. And it was something about Kanye kept trying to tell RZA how to say the champagne wishes 30 white bitches. And it's and fucking RZA, when it got to RZA, it was like, you gotta say 30, not dirty. And he's like, that's just how I fucking say it.
And that shit is lit.
Yeah,
that
super lit.
We gotta do My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That shit gonna take 2 or 3 episodes.
Any of Kanye's albums before, any of his albums except for the last one, except for Ye, I could probably talk about for hours.
I'm trying to remember which one was Ye.
The Dumpster Fire. The Abomination. Don't do it again, Kanye. Don't again. And there's some good songs that album, but
I wouldn't know. I ain't listened to it.
Didn't like.
A lot of times when it comes to like just music nowadays, I don't know. I feel like I'm on some Jay-Z shit because he said if it doesn't reach me somewhere in my life, I'm probably not gonna just go out and
I feel
hunt for it.
I feel it.
And honestly,
I'm a slut for music, so I go out.
You whore. I feel that same way even about J. Cole shit, and maybe I'll get to it, maybe I won't. If I don't, I won't miss any. I won't lose any sleep.
I feel it. I'm not the type anymore. I used to be the nigga who 11:59. I'm sitting there waiting.
Oh, facts.
I'm not that nigga anymore.
Waiting.
I listen to it on the way to work in the morning. Everybody else is up tweeting about it. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I don't care anymore.
It's not like a spoiler or nothing. So like, I sit there. I'm like, oh, okay, it's good to know that people like this. Or, oh damn, niggas think this is trash. I'll find out for myself at 7:45. On the way to work.
I got bills, nigga. I don't care.
I don't have. I have work in the morning.
Yeah, I say.
I'm not staying up.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Damn came out, I stayed up and listened to that album twice, and I had work the next. Yeah, it came out on like a Thursday night. I had work the next morning. I had to be up at 7:30, and I'm up at 2:45. Why am I doing this?
I think I did that for Scorpion. It's okay.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to listen to it just the one time. That was it, though.
I'm not gonna listen to that 26-song album.
Yeah. As I was scrolling through, I'm like, God damn, this shit long.
I definitely waited till the next morning to listen to Scorpion.
Because I thought you just had to listen to it on Apple Music.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I'm gonna listen to this shit. And then it turns out it was on Spotify, and I was just like, holy shit, we still on this bitch?
Aubrey is he's honestly lucky I didn't wait a week to listen to the album when I saw how long it was.
Luckily, we listened to the shit at all, if we're being honest.
Side A, yeah. You're lucky
Side
you're lucky
A.
I even went through all of those.
Yeah, you could have kept that, bro.
Trash
You could have kept that, bro. Now, Side B, that's a different story.
Side B is a good ass album.
Yeah, now Side A, you could have kept that whole thing. Honestly.
Yeah, he's lucky I listened to that shit at all. Like acting like Christopher releasing 40-song albums.
Not doing it. I'm not listening to it.
Nope.
Even like I want to say a few years ago, The Dream came out with like a triple mixtape. It was something called like Menage a Trois or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And some of the songs on there were good. I'm not listening to 3 mixtapes worth of songs in one sitting.
No, not in one sitting at all.
Can't do it.
I'll come back to it. Maybe. You better put some good songs in that first half because that first part gonna determine how far I get into it. But yeah.
What song does what starts side B for Scorpion? Peak. Okay.
Fucking great.
I'm just looking at side A. Side A kind of lit to an extent.
I'm super straight on it.
Listen to Elevate. Way we good.
Let's save it. Let's save it for the.
I know. I'm just looking at it. Damn. 25 songs.
For what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, nah. That ain't it, bro. Yeah, that's too much.
He could have just gave us side B and kept it and just kept it pushing.
Or just kept that whole
But the nigga wants the streaming numbers. He wanted the God's plan, and I'm upset.
It was just weird because like when that shit came out, granted we need to say this. When it came out, that shit was on playlists that had nothing to do with Drake. Like that shit was on like the country playlist.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I was like, what the fuck going on?
Hey, I know how to play a game.
You do.
You know how to play a streaming game.
You do. But it's just like make it
nice. You know how bad them racist
they was
niggas were.
I know they was sick. Who in the hell is a fucking Drake? I know they was sick.
When Nice for What came
right.
on the show.
What in the fuck is this shit?
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was about to go Uncle Ruckus.
That's funny as fuck.
Let me stop.
Right. Because I was gonna start singing that song with him and Jimmy Rebel. We're not gonna do that. This is we like to
oh man,
we like to lie and brand this as a family podcast. So we're gonna no matter how you think.
Remember I sent you that shit with some American dancing.
Bro, the Boondocks is hilarious.
Oh my god.
The Boondocks is the go for real.
Bro, why?
That shit is so funny.
We're horrible.
Oh man, now I'm thinking about Clayton Bigsby. Let's not get it. Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I divorced her because she was a nigger lover. Something's wrong with Dave Chappelle. Something's wrong with Dave Chappelle, bro. Like,
oh, bro.
What does your mind go to even think of some shit like
Favorite
that?
comedian of all time. That's my GOAT.
Yeah.
That's my GOAT.
I think for me, top 5 is Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams. No particular order. Dave Chappelle's probably number 1 though. Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, Louis C.K., and Cedric the Entertainer. But that's just my top 5.
All right, so Dave is number 1 for me. Number 2, this is no particular order. Cat. 3, Patrice O'Neal.
I was gonna say Patrice, but I wasn't. He might be my 6th man.
Number 4. Damn, I don't know who else after that. It was Louis C.K. Louis C.K. is
an absolute scumbag. Absolutely, but he's still funny.
Nigga is but I mean the nigga's funny.
Yeah.
Bill Burr's up there.
Bill Burr is
funny as hell.
Bill Burr is funny as fuck. You watch F for Family?
Yeah.
Hilarious. That shit is hilarious.
There's one comedian I'm not thinking of, and that's okay.
I don't
forget about it.
I don't succumb to what R. Kelly did, but I still think he's a great musician.
And that's the thing, because I don't watch Louis C.K. because at the end of the day, it's the same thing with R. Kelly. Because I'm not gonna cap R. Kelly is not a musical genius.
Absolutely.
But that nigga is a unrequited monster.
Absolutely.
And a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
And that nigga needs to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sit.
Rot.
You're gonna have to sit in that cell. Sorry.
So I still don't. So I haven't listened. I stopped listening to R. Kelly's music years ago. When that BuzzFeed article came out, I haven't listened to his.
Nigga, you're gonna be at a cookout and fucking Step in the Name of Love.
Turn that shit off.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Turn that shit off.
Okay, I bet.
No, dead ass. You can ask Noah. Dead ass. Don't play that shit around.
I'm gonna be out there stepping. I'm gonna be out there stepping.
Nigga, I loved Ignition. I gave up Ignition.
Really? I'll never give him Ignition.
I don't listen to that nigga's music because that's lining that nigga's pockets. When people stop listening to his music and that money well ran dry, that's why the nigga's in jail right now. Because he ran out of hush money. And streaming money it's not a lot per song, but like it's the principle for me.
Yeah. I mean, I feel it, man, but when certain people I can separate their horrible past or presence from their artwork.
It's hard for me to separate the art from the artist. I still do it. Like I'm not gonna cap like I'm this holier than thou, but like for one, are you still not doing it? That nigga would still be out here doing that shit if he wasn't in jail right now.
Fair too.
2, did you at least try to apologize for real? Did you at least try to act like? Are you at least good at faking?
Yeah, you sound like that nigga from the Players Club. Did you at least pinch the bitch?
No, like niggas don't even try to fake it. Like releasing a Notes app apology that's generic as fuck. Nigga, you didn't even type this out. Your publicist did. Like, at least pretend.
And then when he went on his little press run, that nigga became me. Y'all killing me with this shit.
Killing me with this shit. That shit's funny. I don't care.
That shit is hilarious.
That shit is hilarious. Robert,
like,
please.
Oh man. I gave y'all 15 years.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck R. Kelly. This is a fuck R. Kelly podcast.
Oh man.
At least this half is a fuck R. Kelly podcast.
I mean, it's fuck him, but it's
and
like,
we tiptoes down.
I still like his music to an extent.
Fuck that. Fuck R. Kelly. Protect Black women.
I know. I feel you. I absolutely feel you. But it's like at the same time, Step in the Name of Love. it's still a hit.
We could agree to this. I don't know. The song is fine.
Yeah.
Eat a dick, Robert.
I understand. Chocolate Factory still a good CD. But at the same time, you're gonna have to sit in that jail. Sorry. Sorry.
You're just gonna
have to sit. That's what it is, man.
Well, I think that might be a good place to stop our Thank Me Later podcast.
Yeah,
So R. Kelly.
This podcast is gonna be like 30 minutes. All this editing I'm gonna have to do. This shit gonna be. This shit gonna be.
Instead of that music, let's do the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Whenever a nigga fucks up and start playing that womp.
Or get the fucking the Charlie Brown's teacher's voice talking.
Yeah, a lot of editing that's gonna have to be done, but that's okay. This is a lot of fun. We're gonna thank the people. We're gonna thank our peoples.
Yeah, peoples. Thank you, peeps.
Thank you, people, family, loved ones, friends, and to you, the viewers and our listeners. We couldn't do this without you. I mean, we could, but like, what's the point? We do this for y'all. We out here for y'all, and we appreciate y'all support. And
I fuck with you the long way.
Tell a friend.
Then he'll tell two
send
friends.
us our shit.
Then he'll tell two friends.
Yeah. Shit gonna be on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Yeah.
Amazon has their own shit.
Amazon, yeah.
Damn.
I think it's just on Amazon Music. You can listen to podcasts. But yeah, go out, listen to this,
Jeff Bezos got
like and subscribe. Send it to your people. Yeah.
Don't send it to my mom though, please.
My mom listened to the pod.
Oh my god!
My mom listened to the
Oh my god!
Yeah, she listened to it.
Oh
And
man,
that's all I'm say.
who told her? Who gave her this information?
I mean, I told her to listen to it. She said it was good. She enjoyed it.
She said it was.
I already gave her the parental advisory warning at the end of this.
She said it was good.
This pod has some explicit content. And also spoilers if you haven't listened to Thank Me Later yet.
It's been like a decade.
Well, niggas still complain. Niggas literally will still complain. Like, if you start talking about like The Dark Knight, niggas will be like, hey, bro, chill. Like, it happens. It literally happens on Twitter.
It's been way too long now.
That's why, like, when people do like reviews and stuff of like one of my favorite podcasts did a review of the MCU, and they put spoiler warnings for like Iron Man. The first Iron Man that came out in like 2006.
Okay, yeah,
2008, 2007, whatever. Spoilers for this 13-year-old movie. It happens. Anywho.
Not executive times, I guess.
We're gonna go ahead and sign off. This is what the fuck? This is Fools for Thought. Thank y'all for listening. Next time we're gonna do take care. Our junior and senior will only get meaner.
Get out. Get the fuck out. Get out. Go home. Get out. Get out. What? Get out.
I knew you was gonna get mad, but I don't care.
Get out.
Anyways, thank y'all for listening to Fools for Thought.
He really ended it on that. Get out.
I sure did. That's Cameron. This is Caleb. Bye, y'all.
Get out. Jesus. Oh.